Hello and welcome. This is Africa in 10 minutes, where we bring to you trending business news from around the continent this week. Courtesy Footprint to Africa. I am Mike Mesikeno. It's great to have you once again on the show. Let's take a look at the highlights for this week. MTN shares rise after Nigerian Central Bank agrees to work towards amicable solution. Nigerian Ports Authority collaborates with World Bank to review port concession agreement. Nigeria Export-Import Bank to raise 37 billion naira to promote agriculture. Rocket Internet prepares IPO for African online shopping platform Jumia. Coca-Cola set to acquire Nigeria's Chi Limited. And now the news in details. After authorities in Nigeria said they were working towards an amicable solution to the fines imposed on MTN Nigeria, the company's South African stocks recovered to their best level in more than 2 weeks. When Nigerian Central Bank confirmed it was working towards finding a solution, the company's shares, which dropped below 70 rand for the first time in 12 years, closed 6.5% up at 78.17 rand. Peter Takendesa, Mergence Investment Manager's portfolio manager, said any news of a potential resolution should be supportive of the share price. In August 2018, when MTN shares was at 107.34 rand, the Central Bank of Nigeria told MTN Nigeria it had to return $8.1 billion worth of dividends it had repatriated illegally between 2007 and 2015. The Apex Bank also fined 4 banks, including the Nigerian unit of Standard Bank, for their role in transferring the funds. In less than a week, Nigeria's Attorney General also said MTN Nigeria owed $2 billion in unpaid taxes. MTN Nigeria said the central bank's allegations were untrue. The company claims the dividends it moved out are ordinary dividends. The Nigerian Ports Authority is working with the World Bank, terminal operators and other stakeholders in a bid to ensure that the planned review of the ports concession agreement yields the desired result. At the International Associations of Ports and Harbour Conference tagged African Ports and Interland Connectivity, the Managing Director of NPA, Hadiza Bala Usman, said the Nigerian government will launch the revised port concession agreements between the NPA and private terminal operators in the next 3 months. Bala Usman said the ports concession agreement was first signed by the federal government and terminal private operators in 2006, but the revised concession agreement will help reassess the values of leased assets as well as factors that inhibit the realization of the objectives of the concession, such as poor dredging, dilapidated road infrastructure around the ports, inconsistent government policies, and lack of regulatory framework. The Managing Director also revealed that the reviewed port concession agreement between the NPA and private terminal operators will introduce sanctions to any party that failed to carry out its responsibilities as stipulated in the agreement. The Nigeria Export-Import Bank has disclosed its intention to raise 37 billion naira from Nigeria's 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory in order to boost exportation of agricultural products. Nexim's Managing Director Abubakar Bello acknowledged the fund is to encourage the development of agriculture in the country. Bello noted that 1 billion naira will be disbursed to each state and the FCT as credit facility at a single-digit interest rate. He said the amount will be increased when the need arises. The Managing Director added that the fund will be used to develop 1 or 2 export commodities from primary production to export stage. The Nigerian government has been implementing strategies to diversify the economy and reduce the country's dependence on oil, a move which can be attributed to the unstable price of crude in the international market. Nigeria's economic recovery plan is based on priority sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, and solid minerals, which include iron, gold, and coal. Three sources revealed to Reuters that Rocket Internet, a German startup investor, is preparing Jumia, an African online shopping platform, for a possible New York listing in the first quarter of 2019. The initiative could value the company at $1 billion. Citibank, Morgan Stanley and Berenberg will be coordinating the IPO, but no final decision about the timing or metrics of the deal has been taken. Sources reveal that shares up to $250 million may be sold. In line with its strategy of selling or listing established internet firms, Rocket Internet, which helped set up Jumia in 2012, is seeking a partial exit from a consumer electronics and fashion retailer. Rocket Internet recently floated online food groups Delivery Hero and HelloFresh. It also floated online furniture retailer Home24. The company also plans to list West Wing, another furniture retailer in Frankfurt. Jumia increased the value of goods sold on its site by 2/3 to €315 million in the first half of 2018, with year-on-year growth dampening to 62% in the second quarter from 71% in the first quarter. The company, which describes itself as Africa's leading online shopping destination, counted 2.8 million active customers, an increase of 79%. A senior executive told Reuters Coca-Cola aims to complete plans to acquire Chi Limited, Nigeria's leading juice company, by early 2019. The acquisition is one of the strategies the US company is taking to diversify from its core business of sugary drinks. Sources acknowledge the company is bidding for GlaxoSmithKline's Indian Horlicks. Coca-Cola also agreed to buy Costa Coffee for $5.1 billion. Peter Njonjo, president of Coca-Cola's West African business, said, "We are still on track to complete the acquisition of Chi Limited by the end of the first quarter of 2019. Coca-Cola, which bought a 40% stake in the Nigerian juice producer in 2016, had promised to increase ownership in 3 years. The acquisition will fit into the US company's attempt to offer drinks at a range of price points in Nigeria to improve affordability. In an interview at his office in Lagos, Njonjo said affordability will start becoming a bigger issue in this market than it was in the past. As a company, that is what we need to factor in as we are thinking about the future of our business in Nigeria. On that note, we draw the curtains on this week's episode of Africa in 10 minutes. Let's take a recap of the stories. MTN's shares rise after Nigerian Central Bank agrees to work towards amicable solution. Nigerian Ports Authority collaborates with World Bank to review port concession agreement. Nigeria Export-Import Bank to raise 37 billion naira to promote agriculture. Rocket Internet prepares IPO for African online shopping platform Jumia. Coca-Cola set to acquire Nigeria's Chi Limited. You can send in questions, make comments, and keep up with the news on our various social media channels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, connect with us on LinkedIn, and follow us on Twitter. Visit www.Footprint to Africa, where these stories were called from. Footprint to Africa, business news made in Africa, by Africans, for Africa.